Hello out there, welcome back to yet more Dawn of War 2 here on A Town Called Bastard. I'm the Bastard and this is him, Neill.
Hello, this is him, Neill.
So, last time you saw us we were finishing off Chaos Rising, and now we're going to take a crack at Retribution, the multi-faction follow-up. Yeah, we were umming and ahhing over which faction to choose for this, and I think we're going to go with Chaos Space Marines, purely because we ended Chaos Rising with a bunch of corrupted Space Marines.
I think you'll find it's the Imperium who's corrupt.
They are horribly mistaken and following a dead god on a golden throne.
The false emperor.
Yes. So we'll do that thing. Play the prologue mission. We probably should for story's sake, shouldn't we?
We probably should, yes.
Yes. Oh, straight into cutscene? No, not quite.
Loading screen. I love having an FPS counter on loading screens because I suddenly get 1000 FPS and I think, oh, that's good. It's not going to last, is it?
Actually, hang on. I'm not sure about this this prologue mission. I think it's not the Chaos one. I think it just teaches you how to use it.
Yeah, there's a prologue mission and then it goes into...
And then it goes into the thing. Should we play this? Is it worth it?
Well, we might as well.
Has it got story in it? I guess so.
It does have story, actually. It does.
Well, let's do it then.
Because it's... I'm not going to say. But yes, it does have story in it.
No.
Captain Angelos, you know as well as I that this is folly. We are in desperate need of reinforcement.
We have no choice but to press on, Jonah. I shall not abandon this place again. What few allies we have already know of our task. We can wait for them no longer.
I would never suggest retreat, but I can feel his power. The warp screams all around us. Worse, his forces beset our battle brothers on all fronts. It is all they can do to hold their position.
Then it falls to you and I, librarian. We descend into the crater.
Well, it's teaching me how to pan a camera. That's pretty useful.
Annoyingly, I can't move... Oh, I can move, sorry. But I take that back.
There we go. This really is covering the basics.
Yeah, it's back to Dawn of War too.
Then on our path they shall die. To the attack!
Pew pew.
I like the way that Jonah fires just repeatedly little, like, zap, 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 zap.
Yep.
You would have thought he would have just...
His arm must get tired.
It must.
I just thought he'd just hold his arm out and
just
have...
blast them.
Or with separate... Or just even a stream of them, so he just holds his arm out in one go and then they just go zip, zip, zip like that rather than... I mean, that's quite a lot of weighted arm movement.
God knows, wasted arm movement. Wasted arm movement is bad arm movement, people.
If these foes close upon me with their blades, it will be all I can do to defend myself in melee. While so engaged, I will be unable to strike any foe at range.
Worry not, librarian. If it is melee combat they seek, I and my hammer shall grant their wish.
That is really taking tutorials a bit strong in terms of... I can't think...
I do like the idea that that's how they talk to each other, though.
Well, I like the idea that they've fought
Just like...
an entire campaign against Chaos,
Yeah.
and they
Just
don't
like-
know that
Just like 500 years into their career as Space Marines, they just start talking to each other like that. I do enjoy that.
Well, they did. It's also that they did an entire campaign together, and the Psyker doesn't think that Angelos knows that maybe distance. Although you could have made him a melee one in the previous game.
Cowards attack us from that vantage!
No gap may protect them from my powers. I shall smash their minds and bodies from afar.
If we ever do Deathwatch again, we totally have to talk like this.
Yes.
Well, not that we will ever will play Deathwatch again, but... What difficulty level is this on?
Well, presumably the tutorial is like... It hasn't asked us to select a difficulty
because
yet, so...
that guy, they're getting gibbed quite hard.
Yeah. Presumably it's just on easier than easy.
Yeah.
I think we're going to do it on... is it heroic?
There seems
something?
no
Second
shortage
highest?
of heretics to
Or was it
slow
on
our
last time?
advance.
The one below Prologue.
A delay we cannot afford. Be there dozens or hundreds, The abilities of a space marine shall scatter them all.
Allied infantry.
I made a slight mistake. Ooh, abilities. I made a mistake when I first played Retribution. As I played the Tyrannid campaign first. The Tyrannid campaign is more difficult and very different.
Yeah, it's very weird.
It's more like it's more like playing World in Conflict than it is playing Dawn of War.
I take it the Terminators aren't actually controllable?
No. As they appear, you wouldn't have seen it because you were in melee, but as they appeared, a brief bit of text appeared above them saying, yellow denotes characters you cannot control.
A little bit. There's some submarines, okay.
Ooh, that's quite critical. It nullifies ranged attacks and pushes people back. I thought it meant there was going to be a single barrier in the way, not there'd be some weird kind of crazy thing. There wasn't a single standing barrier in the previous games.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure it was on Chaos Rising. Now it's some kind of weird psychic water. That's all I can think of.
Psychic water's the best kind of water.
He is
Well,
there,
yes.
Captain Angelos.
We part ways here, Jonah Orion. Lend support to our brothers. Hold back the tide of chaos.
These many decades have been an honor, Neill. Commend my service to the Emperor.
Emperor, keep you, librarian. I go now to redeem our chapter.
This is going to go well. Yep, that probably went well. It was probably fine.
Although I should point out that never actually happened in the Chaos campaign, but
Well.
it's an alternate reality.
Chaos campaign, here we go. As you can see, there's a few to choose from. There's Tyranids, Orcs, Imperial Guards, Space Marines, Eldar, and Chaos Space Marines. We're going to go Chaos because we like things spiky with skulls on them. As opposed to non-spiky with skulls on them, which is the difference between Space Marines.
Or skulls on them without spikes.
As with Orcs, I guess, or... most things have skulls.
It's like the Inquisition. Like slaying servitor skulls and stuff.
I see. Orcs do have skulls on their hats.
Yeah, that's kind
Pictures
of
of
like
skulls. Yeah, and belts, apparently. Anyway, yeah, we're going to do this on... Oh, they've changed the difficulties. Now they're just easy, normal, hard, and very hard. So
let's go hard.
Let's go hard. Go hard or go
10
home.
years ago, we Blood Ravens destroyed the demon Alcair, ending his schemes to rot subsector Aurelia into a festering hellscape. We thought our victory would mark the end of the war for the sector. We were wrong. New demonic incursions relentlessly plagued her planets, Aurelia, Typhon, Calderis, and Meridian. In response, the Imperial Guard, the hammer of the Emperor, was deployed en masse to the sector to secure her, to defend her. Yet the incursions only grew in number, and soon were worsened by insurrection and madness among the Guard's ranks. Now the sector sits helpless, racked by constant, endless, unremitting war. We are Space Marines. We are the Blood Ravens. We would act, yet we too are locked in warfare with one another. Azariah Kairos, our chapter master and chief librarian, has declared the heroes of Aurelia to be renegades. Now we are hunted by our own brothers, brothers unaware of the chapter master's secret allegiance to Alcair. A corrupt Space Marine chapter master, a militia crippled by disorder and turmoil, demons, renegades, a sector that knows only war.
as opposed to the rest of the
The
galaxy.
Imperium has had enough. One solution remains for the sector. A solution with which I am all too familiar. The Ordo Malleus approaches the Holy Imperial Inquisition. Their colossal ships bear the munitions to perform exterminatus, cleansing every planet of the sector of life. Xenos and human, corrupt and innocent. And in this, our gravest moment of desperation, an old enemy returns. An enemy thought dead. Slain on Cronus and again on Aurelia, Eliphas, the Inheritor, has once again come for the Blood Ravens. Supported by the rot, corruption, and malevolence known as the Black Legion, his return could not have come at a worse time.
Hi.
You may remember that last time we were being tortured by Abaddon. Being Eliphas.
Yeah, last time we saw him.
Not fun.
Not having fun. So, Retribution is... the actual mechanics of Retribution are a little bit different from vanilla Dawn of War 2 and Chaos Rising for that matter. There's a lot more focus on single heroes as opposed to squads, although you can have squads, but they're far worse than the single heroes. Yeah.
But you can also recruit squads, which makes it a weird, more focus, but less.
Splendid work, my brothers. Call off pursuit. A handful of loyalists remain. This jungle will feel. Bury them in the ash.
You will do no such thing.
An merciful Lord Eliphas.
No. These are the Blood Ravens, finest slaves of the dead Emperor. We owe them much more than a quick death. Come, follow me, brothers. I have an old friend to kill.
I have realised that Eliphas has somehow, in the course of his death, upgraded to Terminator armour.
Our friend cowers ahead, along with the rest of the doomed Blood Ravens. Come, we must fight through enemy scouts to reach our prize.
Quite.
Neroth, who is the sorcerer, also has the problem with wasted arm movement. In fact, he suspiciously has a very similar attack and animation to Jonah. I wonder if that's because they took the same model.
No, that would be unreasonable. It's almost as if, even though there's 6 faction campaigns, they're virtually identical.
And it's almost as if you're playing exactly the same maps on each one.
There is Brother Cain, incapacitated but not yet killed. Such is the incompetence of the Space Marines. Rise, Cain. Until you die, you serve me.
Okay.
Your failure does not speak well of your abilities, Cain. Offer a prayer to the ruinous powers. Perhaps they will take pity on you.
So I get the Havoc.
Presume to command me.
So I need to upgrade Kane's health to move forward, apparently. It's not what I choose to do. Upgrade the ranged guy's health. But there we go.
An ambush! We are finished!
This is a nuisance, Eliphas. What that could have been avoided had we burned this entire region.
I bring doom to all.
Grenade go in.
Is there a grenade?
Yeah, it went in. Entirely killing.
Now they did buy Doom Bolt. Well, there's not really a Doom Bolt because it's multiple bolts.
Patience, Neroth. Every kill glorifies the Dark Gods. We must press on. Take cover, brothers. As glorious and cursed as we may be, we are not impervious to enemy fire.
Once again, it's like Never done it before.
Forget how weak some of the characters are at the beginning of this campaign. Kane is not being very helpful. There we go.
Do not presume to command me.
A shrine devoted to the Dark Gods. Claim it for the Black Legion, quickly before the Space Marine lapdogs destroy it. It will allow us to summon reinforcements.
But why? Why is there a temple to the Dark Gods?
Just randomly in the middle of the jungle. Why not? That's where I'd put one.
And why was it never noticed before? We can summon Chaos Heretics.
Give me it. Do not presume to command me.
Out you come.
Though weak and
Them as well,
pathetic, heretics have their
I
use.
wonder if it's because you built
The
them.
ruinous powers find pleasure in their
which case we'll
fanatic
have to,
worship.
Make sure we
In
alternate.
combat, however, they are deplorable. Equipping them with more potent war gear while in the field is a small remedy.
Well then, give them some grenades.
Which might come in handy any moment now. Yep, it did.
That was also a grenade from Kane.
Oh. This feels like a grenade moment.
The enemy has deployed heavy weapons. I would advise
Yeah,
flanking the
flank them
fools
here.
to avoid their line of fire. Always ready. They hear their doom approaching.
Oh, you just did that.
It wouldn't let me do it at first, it just gave me a red cross, but then suddenly...
Maybe as soon as I got into a flanking position, it can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, Kane, come on. Catch up.
Nothing will stop me.
God, how slow Space Marines are.
Do not presume to command. An orc ship. We should investigate the area. Kill any Xenos and take what you need. Their pitiful souls will do little to save the Chaos Gods. But how they bleed.
God, this is just such captivating dialogue, as you expect for Warhammer 40,000.
It is satisfyingly cheesy though. What?
Neroth isn't very good at standing in cover and attacking things, I've discovered.
Come on, attack that turret. armor. Lovely.
All small steps corrupt. Grenades forward! Do not presume to command me.
There's a lot of running through nothing on this map.
Hmm.
Small steps.
Maybe it's to build up a sense of suspense.
The dark gods favor us with enemy.
I'm going to doom bolt the heavy bolter. And apparently some of the scouts.
Do grenades. Pretty much totally necessary. I'm gonna grenade that
Right side! Right side!
bunker.
Yep.
Well, Kane got it right.
There's a lot shorter timing on it
Yeah.
in
As
this.
opposed to the
3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Actually come.
Yeah.
Do not presume to command me.
I should be able to. Where's the other grenade in? Oh, well, the cultists already did it, so.
Worked.
Give me a chance. Small steps corrupt. Crush that. Crush that.
I believe this looks like a place we're going to get ambushed.
I think so. Let's get all this.
A Havoc squad is required here. We will need their suppressing fire to slow and cripple the wretches.
Is that Havoc Squad? That's me again.
Yeah, look at you.
The Blood Ravens would never leave such a shrine unprotected. Prepare for a counterattack.
I could build a unit of my own, but there's so many other enticing things that require... I think I'll do it anyway, just because why not? And that way we discover what happens.
Yep.
Nothing happened. Let's try it again.
You're upgrading your hero.
No, I was trying to get a Havoc squad. And now apparently our population has been breached.
Oh, you start with very high population.
No, we're not 30.
Yeah, we've got 20 out of 30 now.
This should hold. I go.
Oh, does the Havoc's not have any abilities? They should stay back there.
And LFS just muscles his way through.
Devastator was proving stubborn.
Heads down!
Fresh warriors dispatched.
Moving. Give me a small steps corrupt.
We're being attacked in melee again.
On the way back. Kaboom, kaboom.
Predictable, really. Ooh, a Terminator. Several Terminators. Eliphas does seem to take quite a lot of damage. Those power fist trip people.
Retreating.
That seems sensible.
The Space Marines have opened the way for us. Let us deal with these worms and be on our way.
That was very kind of them. Almost like it was scripted.
That's crazy talk.
Yeah.
You could build more heretics.
I could. I think I will build one at the stronghold ahead.
They definitely die quickly, but the grenade launchers are really good.
The grenade launch was quite nice, yes.
And hell, like the sword and bolter thing is good because you can explode them. Gonna have this in there. Surprise to no one.
Oh dear, I'm taking no damage. I'm going to charge no blade falls. Okay, that was a mistake.
Pain in the bunker as well.
I think this bit is somewhere you just have to advance.
No, I don't think so. I think there are ways. Could be wrong.
I'm now building havocs. I don't know why our population cap suddenly changed.
Because we captured something else, maybe?
No, we're still at 30.
Oh. Maybe it was just like a limit for the mission. Either way. Get everyone out now.
Give me a challenge.
I'm gonna go over here. Oh, it may have been because some of my cultists died.
Yes, if they don't
Yeah.
automatically reinforce.
Yeah, they don't.
Interesting. Well, I prefer to have Chaos Havocs than...
Oh yeah, an extra squad of havocs for like 2. I'm only down by 2, so.
Yeah.
And they're gonna die now. Let's face it. So.
Yes.
Oh, we can't upgrade our heroes. Okay, fine. Fine. Let's head in.
Small steps corrupt. Observe, brothers. Observe how Space Marines choose to die, and how little choice they have in the matter.
That sentence didn't
Come,
make sense.
Davion. We have unfinished business.
Was it me or did cartridges fly out of the side of him for no particular reason?
Well, it shot on my screen.
Let's have it. You can go in there. You can go back there. Get out of the way. Get out of the way entirely. That would be grand. Yeah, my Havocs just really did not have a good day there.
Indeed. Mine also did not enjoy that.
Pop Kane in that bunker up there. Kane deciding the best route to that bunker is to run really, really close to Damien.
Those Doom Bolts do not do very much against Davian. Oh dear. Well, kind of. Okay, there's now mobs prepared.
Yeah. They're mostly being mopped up by the Havocs and Kane. A bit annoying that there's no way of healing. And also he seems to be aggroing on Eliphas, even though Eliphas didn't do anything.
Yeah,
But, so goes it.
you seem to be okay.
Go to those guys and do a quick melee attack. Might do that. It annoys me that you can't click on anyone in a bunker and trigger abilities.
Indeed.
Davian, he cannot hear you.
No, he cannot. But I hear you both.
Lord Abaddon, it cannot be you.
And why is that? I am Lord of the Black Legion and War Master of Chaos. It is but child's play for my cabal of sorcerers to project my voice and will to where I desire it. I own you, whelp, and you will not forget our bargain.
Of course, Lord Abaddon. I have not forgotten. Davian Thule lies dead, along with his heroes of Aurelia.
It is of what you owe me for claiming your pitiful soul. You will fulfill our bargain, Eliphas. I have sent Neroth to ensure that you do so.
Well...
Wait, no, this is particularly intimidating, yes.
I know I was personally intimidating.
Oh yes.
So we've got some war gear, Boon of Corn. When activated, the bearer is rewarded for spilling blood, causing them to regain a significant portion of the damage they dealt. Regain, presumably as health. Seems to be missing a bit of a thing there. A little bit of war gear. I also do have the special edition of this game, so I think we're going to get some swanky gear to start off with as well.
Can you get anything but the special edition of this game?
Maybe, maybe not.
I have the special edition of this game. It came in a funky box. That's all I can remember.
Oh, they took away the loading bar. I like loading bars. Ooh. So that looks tasty. Select one of the following mission rewards. Well, this is the thing now. If we start off with really nice gear, should we take this gear? Because we'll probably have something better.
I don't know, because I can't see it.
Ah, okay.
Which is annoying.
Bloodthirsty Foresword. It's a blue, so if we don't take it, it's hardly the end of the world. It's level 3. So we probably won't be able to use it yet either. And I think you start off with purple war gear that you can use at any level. Some of which in some campaigns I actually use to the end. So... and either that or we get an Aspiring Champion as an upgrade to Heretics and Chaos Space Marines as infantry. Tempted to go with the Chaos Space Marines, really. Good all-rounders. What do you reckon?
I can't hear anything you're saying because I'm listening to a cutscene.
Oh, okay.
Weirdly, it didn't give me the option to look at the options for the next bit. It just sent me straight to the cutscene that you're about to see.
Oh, wow. Well, that's convenient. Well, I'm taking Chaos Space Marines, so...
Cool.
Lord Abaddon, I trust that Neroth will not interfere with my command.
Neroth knows well his place. He will be yours to command until I deem otherwise. There are, however, matters that concern you greatly, Eliphas. Azariah Kyrus has pledged the Blood Ravens in sacrifice to Khorne.
An entire Adeptus Astartes chapter? He must scheme to become a Chaos War Master.
Respectfully, Abaddon, would it not be wise to allow Kyrus to destroy the Blood Ravens himself?
Unacceptable. Who do you presume yourself to make such assumptions? The Blood Ravens are mine, body and soul. Kyrus is not worthy of such claims. No one dares usurp me in the eyes of the Chaos Gods. This makes him a threat to our bargain, and thus to you, Eliphas.
Then I will eliminate Kyrus. First, we must find a way off this wretched rot blister.
Do not worry yourself so, Eliphas. This matter is a Chaos Sorcerer's speciality. It will be but child's play to find a rift in the warp. I will open it, and we will travel the sector at will. There is one such place, not far from here.
Then summon my plague champion, Varius. We will leave at once.
Well, that kind of went on forever. Yeah, that's interesting then. Well, we had choice between... What I was saying is we have choice between gear, that I think our starting gear will be better than, or aspiring champions for cultists, or Chaos Space Marines as just the basic infantry. So I picked Chaos Space Marines, because I figure we'll probably want them sooner or later.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
Yeah. The dialogue isn't great and repetitive. That's the second time someone said something is child's play. And also just the voice actors they tend to get in for these kind of games are so over the top. And I get they're over the top. It's 40k, you're meant to be over the top. But you can be over the top without stretching every single line to be as long as it possibly can be.
I wonder if they deliberately get the voice actors to speak slowly.
To prolong the...
Well, just to make sure that everyone can understand it or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Because they always seem abnormally slow.
They really are. Anyway, let's have a look at our initial levelling up. So let's look here. We've got Lord Eliphas. Differences between the other Dawn of War games and this one, or the other Dawn of War 2 games and this one, is, as you can see, the trackers are much more simplified, and they basically go into health, stamina, offense, and will. And you don't get individual points, you just get the powers along them, which, yeah, it makes it quicker and speedier. I guess it really doesn't, I don't object to it too much. As I say, I have a bunch of fancy gear for starting with the special edition. An easy call is the Skullbreaker, a demonic maul that's used only by Eliphas. Yeah, area of effect, explosion, damage, and stun. Yeah, I'm taking that. Kapow.
Ooh.
What else have we got here?
Armor of the Immortal.
Yeah, which is only usable by Eliphas. Before death, triggers invulnerability for a short duration. Requires a minute to recharge. Well, I'm taking that. Any other...
Herald of the Warp.
Herald of the Warp. Plus 50 energy. Lowers ability recharge times. Let's go with that. And Mark of Chaos Favour, usable by Eliphas. Okay, yeah, I need to level up in certain ways to get access to the other Marks of Chaos. So before we do anything else, let's level up and see if we get any of those. I can, in fact, take one for each of them, for each of the first levels. Now, I'm going to be... the way to think about these, really, or the way that I've done it in the past with other campaigns, is that I look at which end tree things I want, because I'm only going to be able to get to 2 of them with the points I get from leveling up during the campaign. So, I mean, probably what I'm going to want for Eliphas, because he's my primary melee damage dealer, is probably health and offense. There's some good stuff on the will line, but it's mainly
Charge.
about charge is really good, but also there's a load of demoralize stuff, and that's not actually as good as it sounds, because it means you just end up chasing people.
Yeah. And I think the basic attack increases and breathe and fire and stuff are probably more useful.
And also the Champion of Nurgle thing. Enemies near Eliphas are slowly drained of life. Healing
It's just, yeah.
It's just too good. So I'm going to go one down. I might... Yeah, I'm going to go one down each, but then after this level up, I might concentrate on getting to the end with one of them.
I would actually be tempted to just go straight for 3rd Nurgle first, just so you can get the Mark of Nurgle.
I can get the Mark of Nurgle if I just level at once.
Oh, that's true. It's 2 points per.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Very true.
So, yeah, I mean, that's good, so I'm going to do that. So I can equip the Mark of Nurgle, and I regain health when attacking enemies and using offensive abilities. Hurrah. And I'm also going to take Searing Strikes, which just means I do standard AoE damage, which I can do anyway, but flame damage, I don't know, whatever that signifies. So now I can equip a Chaos Mark. I could go with the Mark of Chaos Favour, which upgrades me in various weird ways.
Upgrades the cultists?
Yeah, so heretics can construct shrines that summon bloodletters. Worship at them increases frequency, which is quite good. Shrines will heal allies and knock back enemies. Or shrines camouflage allies. Yeah, I don't want that.
I understand. This is the same as tier 1 of the other 3 relics combined.
Right. Okay, I see.
So
but then I can't upgrade it further.
Yeah, so until you get to tier 3, this is better than the other marks.
Because that upgrades... Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, let's do that then. Let's go with that Chaos Mark there. Let's have a look at the other characters first before we come back, because there's some other stuff we could put on him. But okay, so I've got my Plague Marine champion, Varius. He is basically a ranged tank. He can be really, really ridiculously sturdy. Looking at his stuff, let's look at the end stages of each. So his end stage of stamina, a thick cloud of flies surrounds him, largely negating small arms fire and spreading infection to nearby units. That's pretty sweet. Bloated, when infected units die, they explode in a noxious cloud, healing infantry and knocking back and damage enemies. Or the Will One, on death, infected infantry become uncontrollable servants of Nurgle for a short duration.
Check out the 2 before that as well.
Yeah.
Infantry killed by Varius are converted. Allied infantry become servants, and then infected infantry. It's just quite interesting.
Yeah. I'm tempted to go for health and will on him. Just to be interesting, I think. But do I need the health? Because he is a ranged tank, but he is ranged, so I don't know. What do you think?
I think that that if you go... Ooh. Basically, you want to go to the top of Pestilence regardless, because it spreads infection, and both of the other 2 routes are to do with infection. So I think...
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So I definitely want health.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take a point in that to start with anyway. Various and allied units afflicted by infection are immune to suppression. I think he just has straight up an infection ability, right?
He does. But in addition, as I said, Pestilence spreads it more, but it spreads it anyone nearby, I think.
Yeah.
Neroth.
Well, I don't know which one to go to next. Oh no, he only had 1 point. He only had one point. Never mind. Yeah, sorry, Neroth.
Which in fact anyway, Neroth, he has end lines of sacrifice a targeted unit to summon temporary demons from the warp, increase the potency of all of his offensive spells, or summon a demonic minion who takes the form of a targeted enemy. I am tempted to ignore the health line entirely, because it's mainly about when he's knocked out, demonic beings take over and sacrificing, and we're bad enough at keeping stuff alive normally that we want to sacrifice stuff. So
and also, like, it's a bit of a counterintuitive thing. I never tend to take things in games that are like, when you die, a good thing happens. It's like, well, I'd rather prevent me dying.
Yeah, I'm fine with it for sacrifice units, but in this, the sacrifice, the hero. So
yeah,
I think I will go up the offense line. I wish they'd given that a different line than just offense, just because I want to get to Master of Sorcery, and then I'll start going up the will line.
Yep,
we'll have 2 points. Warp fire. Oh, yeah, warp fire.
Okay.
Kane. Health. Ability unlock reduces incoming range damage and spreading infection. No, but it gets infection as well. Cool. That might be a definite yes, just because everything to do with infection from Varius gets more impressive. Fire Frenzy, Chaotic Zeal, increases Kane's damage but drains health and a lot of energy. I never liked that ability when I had on Avitus.
Yeah.
Although this one does grant bonus damage to allies. And upon activating Warp Shift, a rift opens that reinforces nearby allies.
And traps enemies in
that could be quite nice.
Sounds a bit fussy though, doesn't it?
Well, Warp Shift makes him immune to damage.
Right.
So I might be doing that anyway. Although you can't attack.
Haven't picked offense on... Well, Varius doesn't have offense, and I guess...
Eliphas will gain him, and Neros will gain him.
That's true. Although, do we want him to be able to use heavy weapons, because that's at the beginning of that chain?
Oh, then yes. Okay,
and no
fine.
setup and teardown is as well.
Yeah,
so.
Fine. Okay, so we're going health and damage then. I think, I'll just go straight up offense, begin with, just
Yeah.
because. Oh, and then he gets weapon
And
specialist.
then he
Yeah,
can equip the last
Yeah.
cannon, that Nova cannon as well.
indeed. So let's do that now, because rather than default weapon,
Yeah.
and I'll give him that basic armor. So I assume you want to give. Oh no, he can. In fact, no. I will give him sadistic armor, because Various cannot equip it yet.
I can't even see sadistic armor.
It's the one I've just equipped on Kane.
Oh, right, okay.
It's level
yeah,
2.
Varys can't equip it yet, so there's not much point. So, speaking of which, I'll pop back to... Oh, you already know. Bloodthirst. So, regaining health from doing damage. There's not much point giving that to Eliphas, because he already has it.
Bloodthirst.
The marker, a boon of...
Oh yes.
So, maybe Neroth, because he's more vulnerable and he does a lot of damage? How much damage did you feel you were taking in that mission?
Only when I tried. Like when I was
Is he the only person who can take the tome? No, Tome of Sacrifice.
Neroth or Eliphas.
Eliphas. Well, I'll tell you what. Give that to Neroth, the Tome of Sacrifice, and we'll give the Boon of Corn to.
It seems weird that Neroth can use the Boon of Corn.
Well, Various doesn't have a
Accessory.
so we'll just give it to him. Fine. Yeah, there we go. So that was quite an extensive first episode. A bit of an introduction there to Dawn of War 2. What game are we playing, Neil?
Retribution.
Retribution. I always, for some reason, think it's called something else beginning with
Redemption?
R. Yeah, Redemption or blah 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 something.
Rehash.
Grim word.
Regrim.
Yeah, regrimmining. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please hit like or leave a comment or subscribe. And if you haven't liked it, then hit dislike, because that's what that's for, I suppose.
Is there a dislike?
There is a dislike function on YouTube.
I
yeah.
don't pay attention.
No, I would never press it myself, but people do like to, sometimes on our videos.
As another suggestion, if you don't like this, go and watch my recent Crusader Kings 2 Conclave series, because that's a very different change of pace.
It's a very different change of pace, and if you don't like 40k, you'll definitely like CK2 Conclave. I mean, there are two kinds of people in the world, and, you know, it's either one or the other, apart from us.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, we'll see you next time, folks. Goodbye.
Bye.